Hey there, sweetheart. You've had a long day, haven't you? It's okay. You're here now, and it's time to rest. Tonight, I'll tell you a story. Not from a book, but from the stars. A story that doesn't need you to understand, just to feel, just to listen, just to breathe. So get cozy under your blanket. Feel the quiet. Let your shoulders drop, and let your imagination walk barefoot across the stars. Because tonight we aren't just talking about planets or particles. We're going to the very edge of the universe, where questions get bigger and the noise gets smaller. We'll ask things like, does the universe have a shape? What if time isn't real? Is there another you out there? And if the universe is expanding, what's it expanding into? These are questions with no need for answers, only dreams. So breathe in, breathe out. And as your eyes grow heavy, let the darkness become a sky. Let the silence become a song. And let the universe hold you gently. You're safe here. You're loved here. And everything is beginning to fade into wonder. Comment softly below and tell me, from where in the universe are you listening tonight? I want to know where these stars are reaching.
You're still here with me, and that's all that matters. Your body is still, your breathing is soft, and your imagination is floating, free, light, and unafraid. So now, let's drift deeper into the question that has rocked humanity since it first looked at the stars. What is the shape of everything? Some say the universe is flat, not like a page, but like a silky fabric, stretched endlessly. Others say it's curved, like the skin of a balloon, bending into itself gently and endlessly. Both could be true, or neither. Because sometimes the best dreams are the ones that don't end with answers. Just wonder. Let's imagine you could float outside it all. Outside the galaxies, the stars, the atoms, looking in from the edge, like you're holding a glowing marble in your palm. Would it pulse with color? Would it shine with memory? Or would it be quiet, like a sleeping child? The universe carries with it an echo, a soft, cold light, called the cosmic microwave background. It's like the universe's baby picture, a snapshot from when everything was new. That light is still touching you now, as you rest in your bed, in your city, on your tiny spinning world. Time never really left you. And here's something else. When we look far into the sky, we're not looking across space. We're looking back in time. Light from distant galaxies takes billions of years to reach us. So when you gaze into the dark, you're seeing ancient memories. Frozen starlight from the beginning of it all. And guess what? There is no center of the universe. No starting line. No throne. Every point is the middle. Even you. Yes, you, lying here listening, are exactly where the universe decided to place itself. Now think of a balloon again. Not just filling with air, but with space. Every galaxy is a dot on its surface. As the balloon grows, the dots drift apart. Not because they move, but because the space between them grows. stretching gently, like time unfolding. There are no walls, no ends. If you fly far enough, you just find more space, more stars, more silence. So as your eyes get heavier, imagine the sky still blooming above you. Endless, patient, gentle. Some scientists wonder if one day the universe will stop expanding. Maybe it will slow. Maybe it will sigh and fold in on itself, back into the place where dreams are born. But for now, it grows. Softly, quietly, just like you. And did you know? Almost everything around you is made of something you can't see. Dark matter, dark energy. They don't glow. They don't shout. But they're there, cradling galaxies, shaping fate. Like emotions we never say out loud, but still feel deeply. And that's the shape of the universe tonight. Not round, not flat, but beautiful. Whatever shape helps you sleep. If your eyes are still open, tell me in the comments, where in the world are you dreaming from tonight? I'd love to know, but only if you're still awake. Shh. You've made it through the first part of the journey. You're safe. You're drifting. And there's still more wonder ahead. Let's leave the known galaxies for a while and slip into the unseen. There's a secret in the night sky, something deeper than stars, quieter than silence. It's called dark matter. No one has ever touched it or seen it. But without it, galaxies would fall apart like petals on the wind. It holds the universe together, like the invisible threads that keep our lives from unraveling. Then there's its softer sibling, dark energy, gentler, but stranger. It doesn't hold things close. It pushes them away, like space itself, slowly, quietly, trying to stretch its limbs. Imagine this. You're lying in your bed, but that bed is floating on a raft of atoms. And those atoms are mostly nothing, empty, hollow. Almost everything that feels solid is made of space. You're more air than stone, more dream than dust. The particles inside you, your bones, your breath, your heartbeat, they were all made in stars. Big ones, ones that lived and died before Earth was ever dreamed of. You are literally stardust, wrapped in skin. And the stars remember you. Somewhere out there, a star might already be gone, burned out long ago. But its light is still traveling, still shining toward us. So when we look up, we may be watching the past, pretending to be the present. And that's okay. Memories can be beautiful. The Milky Way, our cosmic home, is shaped like a spiral, a grand gentle swirl of hundreds of billions of stars, all turning, all glowing, like a galactic lullaby turning in slow motion. And inside that spiral, there's a quiet spot, a peaceful neighborhood. That's where we are, floating on a small planet, orbiting a small star, in a forgotten corner of something impossibly large. But you? You're not forgotten. The universe made space for you. If you could travel far enough, fast enough, you might leave the Milky Way, slip into the void, and find more galaxies, countless ones, more than the stars in the sky, and each of them possibly with their own suns and their own stories. But the deeper we look, the more we realize we're only just beginning to understand. Like a child staring at a book they can't yet read, but somehow already love. And that's okay. You don't need all the answers tonight. You just need to rest. The stars will keep turning, even if your eyes are closed. If you're still listening, tell me something beautiful about your night. The sound outside your window, or how the sky looked when you last saw it. Let's share this dream together. Close your eyes. Let the blankets feel heavier. Let your chest rise and fall like waves on a quiet shore. You've traveled far already, but the universe is endless, and there's still more to see. Tonight, let's step beyond space and wander into something even stranger: time. You see, time doesn't always tick forward like a clock on the wall. In space, it bends, it stretches, it curls around gravity, like silk around a stone. If you were to fly close to a black hole, closer than any ship dares to go, time would slow down for you. A minute for you might be a year for everyone else. It's not magic. It's just the way the cosmos breathes. So, what is time, really? Is it a river? A spiral? A loop? There are scientists who whisper of theories where time has no beginning. Just like there's no edge to the sky, there may be no edge to time. And yet, here you are. On this one night, in this one moment, listening to this voice, and it's the only version of now you've ever known. But what if there were more than one now? What if every choice you didn't make still made itself in another place? Some believe in the multiverse, a vast, blooming field of universes. Each one a little different, each one containing another you. One where you live by the ocean, one where you never met that person, one where you never turned away. But don't be scared. You're not missing out. This version of you, right here, right now, is enough. This you is beautiful. In this universe, you're safe. In this moment, you are loved. And every version of the stars still shines for you. You're drifting now between realities, between the possible and the impossible, the space between what you know and what you feel. Just imagine. There could be a universe made entirely of light, one made of sound, one where gravity is gentle as a sigh, one where time flows backward and stars are born from the silence. And maybe, just maybe, one of those other universes is watching you, telling their own sleepy stories about this one, about a little planet where one person You is lying in bed, listening, dreaming, floating toward the edge of everything. If you're still awake, share one wish you'd send to another version of yourself. Just whisper it in the comments. Maybe, just maybe, they'll hear it. Let's go deeper now, not just into space, but into the silence between the stars. The places where even light dares not shine. This is where black holes live. They are not monsters, not destroyers. They are gentle endings, like full stops in the sentence of space, like the closing of a book, not its tearing apart. A black hole is born when a star loves too deeply, burns too brightly, and collapses under its own beautiful weight. It folds in, pulling even light into its embrace. But what if black holes aren't endings at all? What if they are doors? Gates to somewhere else? Not death, but transformation. There are whispers, quiet theories, that black holes could lead to white holes, places where matter is not taken in but thrown out. The other side of the breath, the other side of sleep. Imagine drifting toward one now, slowly, peacefully. You don't fear it. You're just curious. Because you know, even in darkness, there is mystery. And mystery is never cruel. And while black holes sleep in silence, between them, stars sing. Not with sound, but with gravity, light, and rhythm. Some stars pulse, like the steady heartbeat of the universe. They flicker, not because they're dying, but because they're speaking in light. Their way of saying, I'm still here, just like you are now. There are entire clouds of gas, nebulae, that glow like dreams left in the sky. Some cradle newborn stars. Others hold the ghosts of those long gone. And still, the universe never rushes. It never hurries your questions. It only asks you to wonder, to listen, and to rest. So rest now. The stars are still singing. And they'll keep singing even if you fall asleep. That's what they've always done. And what they'll always do. If you're still drifting with me, write one word in the comments that makes you feel calm. Just one. That's all the universe needs tonight. Let's drift into the deeper unknown. You're safe. You're warm. You're still here. And now, we wonder about something quiet, something far away, yet slowly approaching. How does the universe end? Some say it never ends at all. It simply breathes out, then in again, like your breath right now. There's an idea called the Big Freeze. Not a storm, not a blizzard, but a slow, quiet fading of warmth. Galaxies gently drifting apart, stars blinking out one by one. The light dimming, like a candle burning down to its final shimmer. No panic, just peace. Like falling asleep and never needing to wake up. Others speak of the Big Crunch, where everything collapses, not from pain, but from longing to return. Matter pulling itself back in. Galaxies folding into galaxies. The cosmos curling up into a ball of light, ready to begin again. Not an ending, but a restart. A lullaby sung in reverse. Then there's the Big Rip. It sounds frightening, but imagine it as a thread, slowly unraveling. Like a sweater your grandmother knitted coming undone, stitch by stitch. Not in chaos, but in inevitability. Even atoms might be pulled apart. Not violently, but delicately, the way dreams dissolve when you wake, softly, quietly. Gone before you notice. But maybe none of those are true. Maybe the universe doesn't end. Maybe it keeps expanding, telling stories in every direction, making new stars from the echoes of old ones. Maybe the end is just another beginning, with a different name. And in this vast, ever-changing dance, you are not just watching. You are participating. Your thoughts, your questions, your heartbeat, they are part of the rhythm. You're made of stardust, the very same particles that once pulsed inside suns, now rest in your bones. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are a gentle note in its eternal song. So when the universe sighs, you sigh with it. When it sleeps, you sleep too. No need to be afraid. You're not vanishing. You're becoming part of the lullaby. If you could whisper one final thought into the universe, what would it be? Share it in the comments, softly, like a bedtime secret. There's a kind of silence in the universe that isn't empty. It's full, not of noise, but of meaning, like the pause in a lullaby before the next note floats in. Out here, in deep space, there are no city sounds, no footsteps, no engines, just the breath of galaxies, the hush between stars. And silence, it turns out, isn't lonely. It's sacred. It holds space for dreams. It listens without needing to answer. Even your body responds to it. Your heartbeat slows. Your thoughts soften. Your muscles let go. Because silence makes room for rest. Astronauts, when they return, say the quiet of space changed them. It was overwhelming, not because it was empty, but because it felt alive with stillness. And maybe that's what you need right now, too. Not answers, not solutions, just stillness. To float, to breathe, to just be. In the silence, you begin to hear other things. The rhythm of your breath, the echo of a memory, the hum of your own presence. This is the kind of quiet that fills you. The kind that says, you are allowed to rest. You are allowed to stop. You are allowed to just float. Even light travels silently. Even stars explode in silence, their beauty undisturbed by the noise of earth. Even gravity doesn't make a sound, and yet it holds everything together. So tonight, as you lie still, the universe speaks to you without a single word. And you understand it. If silence had a message just for you tonight, what would it be? Whisper it into the comments like a bedtime way, even when a star burns out. It doesn't truly disappear. Its light keeps going, like a message in a bottle. sailing across billions of miles just to reach you. Some stars collapse gently, like dancers bowing at the end of a long performance. Others go out in brilliant flashes, supernovae, a final moment of glory, bright enough to outshine entire galaxies. But even then, they don't vanish. They become something else, something quieter, something stronger, a neutron star, a white dwarf, or a black hole. And black holes, they're not monsters. They're not destroyers. They're keepers of mystery. They cradle gravity in its purest form. They hum with secrets we may never understand. What if death isn't an ending, but a transformation? A soft changing of shape, of purpose, of light. The atoms from those stars are in your bones, your blood, your breath. You're not made from the universe. You are the universe, temporarily gathered into a shape that can dream and feel and fall asleep. And the best part, stars are still being born. Even now, even as you listen, clouds of gas and dust are folding into each other, hugging tighter and tighter until, pop, a new sun is born. One day, light from a star born tonight will reach Earth. And maybe someone, just like you, will look up and feel hope. So let go of your fear. Stars don't die. They change. And so do you. Tonight, let yourself change into someone softer, calmer, warmer, because you, yes, you, are a star that will never truly go out. What part of you do you hope never fades? Leave it gently in the comments. Someone might need to see your light tonight. The night is deep now. The stars are quiet. And somewhere, far beyond what eyes can see, the universe keeps turning, gently, without hurry. You've traveled far tonight, not with your feet, but with your mind, with your heart. You visited galaxies, held hands with light, listened to silence, and curled up beside dying stars. And all this time, your body rested, your breath slowed, your thoughts grew soft, like feathers drifting through a twilight sky. You are part of this grand, glowing dream. You are not just watching the universe. You are made from it, stitched from nebula thread, warmed by the memory of an ancient suns. Maybe you didn't find every answer. That's okay. Not every question needs solving. Some just need holding, like a child with a nightlight whispering, "It's okay to sleep." The universe isn't in a rush. It has all the time in the world. So do you. So, tonight, forget the clocks. Forget the noise. Forget the things that tug on your shoulders and tighten your chest. Right now, there is only you and the stars, and this gentle feeling that everything is exactly where it's meant to be. The galaxies will keep spinning while you rest. Black holes will hum their silent songs. New stars will bloom. Old ones will whisper goodbye. And you, beautiful, breathing stardust, you are allowed to close your eyes. You've listened long enough. You've wandered far enough. You've loved the cosmos tonight by simply being still. So sleep now. The universe is still holding you, still singing to you. And in the space between one breath and the next, you begin to dream. Good night, dear traveler. We'll meet again in the quiet between the stars. If this journey brought you peace, say good night in the comments. I'll be waiting there quietly, like the stars. There's a secret the universe whispers only when you're very still. A truth so big, so gentle, it doesn't shout. It hums. Tonight, as your eyes grow heavy, I want you to picture something strange. You're walking on a soft, cosmic path. The stars are quiet. The air doesn't pull. You walk and walk and walk. But no matter how far you go, there are no walls, no fence, no edge to fall off from. You might wonder, does the universe even have an edge at all? It's a funny thing, because your room does, your bed does, even your dreams sometimes feel like they end. But the universe, it curves. Not like a paper folding, but like the surface of a balloon, gently expanding, as if someone, or something, is still inflating it while you rest. If you could fly straight forever, you wouldn't crash into a wall. You'd simply return to where you started, like circling the earth in an airplane. Only slower, so slow that even time forgets its ticking. Scientists call this a closed universe, like a snow globe with no glass floating quietly on its own breath. But maybe it's open. Maybe space stretches on forever, endless, calm, flat, as a lullaby. What's real? What's true? Well, the truth doesn't mind if you don't know. It just keeps unfolding. And tonight, that's more than okay. Let your mind soften, like the sky above a mountain. Let thoughts stretch wide, not to find an answer, but to rest in wonder. Even if we never reach the edge, we are always touching the universe with every breath. Sleep now, you are safe in the mystery. Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered if they're hiding something? Not out of secrecy, but because some truths are just too gentle to shout. Tonight, while your blanket wraps around you like a cocoon of stars, let's float into a question as quiet as a whisper in a snowstorm. What if the universe isn't flat, but curved? Not just in the way that galaxies swirl, but in how space itself bends and flexes, like warm fabric or a hammock in the wind. When you rest your head on a pillow, the pillow bends. The weight of your thoughts presses into it. And in the same way, the mass of stars, planets, even light, leaves little curves in the universe's own invisible bedding. They call it space-time, but that word is too sharp for such a soft idea. Picture this instead: a giant silk sheet floating in the air, with marbles placed on it. The sheet curves beneath them, and anything nearby, even light itself, follows the curves. Now, Imagine we are not just on that sheet, we are part of it. Everything you know, your laughter, your memories, your dreams, ride along this gentle wave of curved space. It's why galaxies don't fly apart. It's why the moon dances around Earth. It's why your breath still belongs to gravity, even when your thoughts fly high. And yet, we cannot see this curvature. We feel it, like the hush before sleep, like the way dreams slowly tilt reality. Tonight, don't try to measure or solve it. Just know, you are swaddled in a universe that curves softly around your being. Not to trap you, but to hold you, to cradle you. And the more you let go, the more the universe leans in. Sleep deeper now. You are floating in the folds of everything. Close your eyes for a moment. Now, imagine that the world you know, your bed, your ceiling, the stars beyond, is just a thin page in a much thicker book. What if there are other pages? Not other planets or other galaxies, but whole other dimensions sitting right beside us. Too close to see, too deep to touch. Tonight, let's tiptoe into that idea. Not to understand it, but to feel it. The way you feel music in your chest. You know forward and back, left and right, up and down. These are the three dimensions your body dances in. But what if there are more? Some scientists believe the universe might have 10, or 11, or even 26. They're not places you walk. They're whispers in how the universe folds. Tucked in tighter than thread in cloth, these dimensions might be curled up so small they pass through us like light through glass. They might be hiding in gravity's uneven pull, in the way particles wink in and out of being, in the smallest spaces between atoms and time. It's not science fiction. It's the best lullaby string theory could write. Think of it like this. If you were a two-dimensional creature on a sheet of paper, you'd never see what's above or below the page. You'd live your whole life flat, unaware of the hand holding the book. We might be on that page now. And maybe, just maybe, the real story is being written in the margins. But don't worry, there's no monster in those extra dimensions. Only math, only possibility, only softness, a quiet hug from reality's deeper layers. You don't need to see them to be held by them. You are already inside. Now sleep, and let the invisible wrap around you. Lay your head down, sink into your pillow like it's the edge of space. And now, imagine something quietly wild. What if the universe isn't out there at all? What if it's imagined? Not by you exactly, not by me either, but by something deeper than time, older than gravity, a mind so vast that it hums galaxies into being like lullabies. Some scientists wonder, is our universe a simulation? Is all of this code? It sounds strange, like a bedtime story written in binary. But think, your dreams feel real while you're inside them. You walk, you feel, you cry, you love, and then you wake. What if our waking world is still dreaming? The stars don't flicker randomly. They follow patterns, equations so precise they could be software. Electrons don't move until they're watched. Time bends when you race toward light. The universe is behaving like a program. But this doesn't mean it's fake. No. Even dreams are real. When you're in them, they can move you, heal you, change you. So maybe we're in a divine simulation, a cosmic story, being told by something that needed to know what it feels like to be. And you, my friend, are one of its most beautiful lines. Sleep now. You are not separate from the story. You are the breath between its words.
Breathe in. Now, out. You just did something the universe has been doing for 13.8 billion years. Expanding and resting. Stretching and stilling. The cosmos has a rhythm. Galaxies move like heartbeats. Stars flicker like breath. Black holes pause. Everything is in motion, and yet so full of calm. You are not separate from it. Your breath is part of it. Your heartbeat is a drum inside the great celestial song. Even when you feel small, you are not alone. You're a note in the music, a wave in the sea, a whisper in the starlight. Tonight, as your chest rises and falls, know that the universe is doing the same. With you, beside you, through you. Sleep now. Let the stars keep watch. Let the sky hold you. Let your breath carry you home. Have you ever felt like there's another version of you, somewhere else? One who took a different path. One who said yes instead of no. One who turned left, not right. Tonight, let's dream of the multiverse. Some scientists believe this universe, the one you know, with your favorite songs and your softest memories, isn't the only one. There may be countless universes, each a bubble floating in a vast cosmic ocean. Some just like ours, some completely different. In one, gravity might be stronger. In another, stars never formed. And in another still, you are watching these same stars, but in a slightly different story. It's not chaos, it's not confusion, it's possibility. Endless, beautiful possibility. And just like dreams, they might all be happening at once. Stacked like pages in a bedtime book, the cosmos never stops writing. Sleep now. For even if there are infinite yous, this one, here, resting under a quiet sky, is exactly where it needs to be. Before we drift off for good, let's ask one last question, the softest one yet. Breathe in. Now out. You just did something the universe has been doing for 13.8 billion years. Expanding and resting. Stretching and stilling. The cosmos has a rhythm. Galaxies move like heartbeats. Stars flicker like breath. Black holes Pause. Everything is in motion, and yet so full of calm. You are not separate from it. Your breath is part of it. Your heartbeat is a drum inside the great celestial song. Even when you feel small, you are not alone. You're a note in the music, a wave in the sea, a whisper in the starlight. Tonight, as your chest rises and falls, know that the universe is doing the same, with you, beside you, through you. Sleep now. Let the stars keep watch. Let the sky hold you. Let your breath carry you home. Have you ever felt like there's another version of you, somewhere else? One who took a different path, one who said yes instead of no, one who turned left, not right. Tonight, let's dream of the multiverse. Some scientists believe this universe, the one you know, with your favorite songs and your softest memories, isn't the only one. There may be countless universes, each a bubble floating in a vast cosmic ocean. Some just like ours, some completely different. In one, gravity might be stronger. In another, stars never formed. And in another still, you are watching these same stars, but in a slightly different story. It's not chaos, it's not confusion, it's possibility. Endless, beautiful possibility. And just like dreams, they might all be happening at once. Stacked like pages in a bedtime book, the cosmos never stops writing. Sleep now, for even if there are infinite yous, this one, here, resting under a quiet sky, is exactly where it needs to be. Before we drift off for good, let's ask one last question, the softest one yet. Where does the universe end? Does it stop? Does it fall off a cliff of stars into nothing? Or is there no edge at all? Imagine blowing up a balloon. The surface expands, but there's no edge, just more balloon. Our universe might be like that. Curved, soft, endless. You could travel forever and never hit a wall, because there is no wall, just more space, more wonder, more story. It's a strange comfort to know that even the universe doesn't need an ending. Just as your dreams tonight won't end where they begin, this journey doesn't need a border. Only flow, only stillness, only rest. You've journeyed through cosmic clouds and curled into questions older than time. You've walked the edge of galaxies and let go into the great unknown. And now, the universe is gently closing its eyes with you. You don't need to understand it all. You don't need to solve the equations or remember the facts. You were never here to measure. You were here to wonder. All around you, the stars keep whispering. Their light is ancient, but their voice is soft. They don't demand anything from you, only that you rest, that you dream. Your breath is a rhythm in the great celestial lullaby. Your heartbeat is a drum inside the quiet song of space. Even now, while you drift toward sleep, the universe wraps itself around you like a glowing blanket of gravity and silence. Tonight, you are not a name or a role or a worry. You are simply a small soul, afloat in a story far bigger than thought. And in this moment, that is more than enough. Sleep, dear one. You've explored enough. Close your eyes. The cosmos will keep watch.